1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has reaffirmed that Pakistan and Saudi Arabia enjoy historic fraternal relations which are marked by common understanding on all issues of mutual interest. Foreign Minister says engagement with the United States and India is significant amid geopolitical scenario. Defense Minister has asked the nation to adopt austerity measures to reduce wastage of fuel and electricity amid soaring economic challenges. Sikh pilgrims from across the world attended religious rituals Akhand Bhog Sahib rites to mark Martyrdom Day of Guru Arjan Dev Ji in Lahore today. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for credible steps to hold India accountable for its illegal colonization and rights abuses in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. India's dreaded National Investigation Agency has continued house raids and search operations at multiple locations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says Road to Makkah initiative will be extended to other cities of Pakistan in future to facilitate pilgrims intending to perform Hajj. He was talking to Road to Makkah project team led by Ambassador of Saudi Arabia Nawaf bin Saeed Ahmed Al Maliki in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister said thousands of Pakistani pilgrims would be facilitated under this initiative. Prime Minister reaffirmed that Pakistan and Saudi Arabia enjoy historic fraternal relations which are marked by common understanding on all issues of mutual interest at regional and international levels. He shared that the people and leadership of Pakistan hold the custodian of the two holy mosques in high esteem and conveyed warm greetings to His Majesty King Salman bin Abdulaziz and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. While recalling consistent support of the kingdom to Pakistan, he stated that the two countries have stood with each other through the vicissitudes of time. Speaking on the occasion, the Saudi ambassador expressed desire to further strengthen bilateral cooperation between the two countries, especially in the realms of trade, development and investment. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi called on Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in Islamabad today. Matters pertaining to professional affairs regarding Pakistan Navy were discussed in the meeting. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari says engagement with other countries, including India and the United States, is important for Pakistan in view of the emerging geopolitical developments. He was addressing 49th Foundation Day of the Institute of Strategic Studies in Islamabad today. He said internationally isolated or disengaged Pakistan cannot achieve the goals of development and prosperity. The Foreign Minister said Pakistan could act as a bridge among international powers. He emphasized an informed and humble foreign policy for Pakistan and said the existing perceived notion of hyper-nationalism and hyper-patriotism needed a change in the interest of the people. He said the coalition government, despite the difficult circumstances, is effectively dealing with the challenges at diplomatic, foreign and economic levels to benefit the people of the country. Bilawal Bhutto also stressed engagement with China, India, Iran and Afghanistan amid global geopolitics. He said Ukraine-Russia conflict is affecting the world including Pakistan and called the need for promoting economic diplomacy among countries amid the challenges of the pandemic, climate change and inflation. Minister for Defence Khaja Muhammad Asif has asked the nation to adopt austerity measures as a cultural norm to reduce wastage of fuel and electricity amid soaring economic challenges. He was speaking at a joint press conference flanked by Minister of State for Petroleum Division, Senator Musaddiq Masood Malik, Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan, Qamar Zaman Kaira, and Minister for Communications and Postal Services, Maulana Asad Mahmood, in Islamabad. Defence Minister urged the nation to support the government for achieving normalcy through hard economic decisions. He asked the traders to must accept new timings of closure decided by the Federal Cabinet to reduce electricity consumption and fuel usage, which would benefit the common masses. Minister for Planning Development Ahsan Iqbal says the government has increased petroleum products price with a heavy heart. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said Ukraine and Russia war has led to price hike in international oil market. He said there is no levy or duty on the petroleum prices. He said previous government is responsible for current economic condition of the country. The minister stressed need to develop a consensus on continuity of economic policies for sustainable progress. He said Pakistan needs structural reforms with national consensus. He expressed hope that PTI leaders will play a positive role for development of the country and will become part of National Charter of Economy. This is Radio Pakistan. Sikh pilgrims coming from across the world attended their religious rituals named Akhand Bhog Sahib, rites to mark the martyrdom day of Guru Arjan Dev Ji at Gurdwara Shri Dera Sahib in Lahore today. A 16-member Ragi group led by Sardar Sukhvinder Singh, 144 Indian Sikh Yatris and a large number of pilgrims from Pakistan attended the ceremony. In his felicitious remarks, Sardar Sukhvinder Singh said that Pakistan is our second home and love and affection we have been accorded cannot be expressed in words. Pakistan Sikh Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee and Evacuee Trust Property Board officials presented rose garlands and gifts to the visiting Sikh pilgrims. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for credible steps to uphold Kashmiri people's fundamental rights and to hold India accountable for its illegal colonization and rights abuses in the disputed territory. This was stated by Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Khalid Hashmi, in Geneva during interactive dialogue on the annual report of UN High Commissioner of Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet, at the Council's 50th session. The Pakistani envoy welcomed High Commissioner's continued monitoring and reporting on India's escalating human rights violations in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Khalil Hashmi also urged the High Commissioner to issue an updated report about the situation in Jammu and Kashmir in exercise of her prevention mandate. India's dreaded National Investigation Agency, accompanied by personnel of Paramilitary Central Reserve Police Force and Special Operation Group, continued on the second consecutive day today house raids and search operations at multiple locations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. According to Kashmir Media Service, on the directions of BJP-led fascist Indian government, the NIA carried out raids on houses of Jamaat-e-Islami members and supporters of right to self-determination in Srinagar, Budgam, Baramulla and other areas of the territory. Various documents and electronic devices were seized during the raids. Meanwhile, curfew entered the 8th straight day today in Bhaderwah, while restrictions remained imposed in Kishtwar and Doda towns of Jammu region. Tension escalated in the Muslim-dominated areas of Jammu after attacks on anti-blasphemy protesters by Hindutva activists in Bhaderwah. At least 8 Indian paramilitary Central Reserve Police Force personnel and a civilian were injured when 2 vehicles turned turtle after collision in Nihama area of Kulgam district. All the injured were rushed to a nearby hospital for treatment. International Day of Family Remittances is being observed today to pay tribute to millions of migrant workers who send money home to their family members in the form of remittances. Adopted by the United Nations General Assembly, the day highlights the resilience of migrant workers in the face of economic insecurities, natural and climate-related disasters, and a global pandemic. And finally, the weather report. Partly cloudy weather with rain and wind thunder shower is expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Islamabad, Pothohar region, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir during the next 12 hours. However, hot and dry weather is likely in other parts of the country, while rain, thunder shower with gusty, dust-raising winds in Upper Sindh and northeast Balochistan. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News